having full extension drawers in your cabinet is one of the best things that I think you can do, because it gives you full access to everything that's going to be in the drawer. These drawer slides are easy to install, and I'm going to show you a very simple, proven method to be able to install them without any special jigs or tools. Hey everyone, welcome back to Papa's Workshop. Today, in a continuation of building this kitchen cabinet, I want to be able to show you real quick how to install these side mount full extension drawer slides. They're really not that difficult to be able to do, and too often people make it a lot more complicated than it is. When you're planning the layout, most people will put the drawer slide in the center or near the bottom. Either way is perfectly fine. Or if you wanted some variation in between, that is perfectly okay as well. Now in today's video, I'm going to mount the drawer slide in the middle of the drawer itself. When I mount the drawer slides, I like to be able to put the drawer slides in the cabinet first. Once that's installed, then I can align the drawers exactly where I want them and be able to mark it and screw them in. So let's go over to the cabinet itself, and I want to show you the installation of one of the drawer slides. Now I know this is a little bit different way to be able to install the drawer slides onto the drawers than what people typically do, including myself. I wanted to devise a way that I could install these drawer slides onto the drawers without all the fancy jigs. And this is the method that I came up with, and I think it's going to be a real easy way to be able to do it. Because with the cabinet laying on its side, all you need to do is just position the drawer left or right, or in the actual practicality, up and down until you get the spacing that you want and mark it. So no fancy jigs are required. Now this drawer has a face frame, and to be able to mount the drawer slide, I need to bring out the drawer slide so it's flush with this frame. And to be able to do that, I added this 3/4 inch spacer. Now this frame is actually 1.5 inches wide, so that the cabinet was 3/4 inch, and then the spacer was 3/4 inch as well. And that means this will be able to sit directly onto this surface. Now there's typically two ways you mount the drawers. One way is to have them inserted into the opening itself, and that's one of the ways that I have shown many different times. But on this particular cabinet, the drawer is actually going to hit the face frame and be extended outward. So in this case, I need to put the drawer slide flush with the edge of the face frame itself. Now since I've already installed these exactly where I want to, in equal distance inside of this opening, I'll just simply want to put the drawer slide centered onto this spacer. And to be able to do that, I'm just going to mark a center line and then be able to install the drawer slide. Now because I can't get the ruler in here, one of the easiest ways to be able to find the center of this board is to be able to just line it up on an even number. So I'm going to set this right at the beginning of my measurements on the edge. I'll put the other one on the 4. And that way, half of that is going to be the 2 inches. So that is going to be the center of this board. So I can mark that right there. So that gives me the center point of this spacer. And I'll do the same thing on the back side, and then we'll use the ruler to connect the dots. Now in this case, I've got plenty of open area, so I can just put this right across. I know that this spacer is 3 inches, so I just line that up, and I know that half of the 3 inches is going to be 1.5 inches. So there is my mark right there. Now I'll take this yardstick and connect the dots. So I have one right there, and I'll just hold that down and make my mark. And I like using a very sharp fine point pencil to be able to do that, to be able to make it as accurate as I can. Now this particular one, the lead on this is 0.5 millimeter. So this is not an absolute requirement, but it's something that I like to do. It gives a very sharp, thin line. Now I can set this up here and get it aligned, and we can install it. And the first thing is I want to make sure that this is flush. So with that flush, then we'll move to the back and we'll put these screws in. And I can bring this all the way out, and you can see the different openings here. And I can line up this first screw hole right there in the center. And I'll take this all and be able to mark my hole. And then I have these small screws that I'll put in. Now I'll move to the back and we'll put the back screw in. I'll do the same thing on this end, just move it left and right ever so slightly to be able to have that line dead center in the center of the hole. And hopefully you can see that really well in the video, how easy it is to be able to line this and get that directly in the center. With the front and the rear screw in place, now I can slide this bar and open up the space so I can see the hole in the center. You really only need 3 screws, front, back, and the middle. And by sliding the bar back and forth, you can see the various holes and choose which one that you want to use. But just keep in mind 3 is all that you need, front, back, and of course in the center. The first slide is actually in place. I'm moving on now to the second one. I'm going to repeat the same process. I need to find the center of the spacer, and I put my ruler right on the edge, and I'm bringing it up to the number 4, and of course half of 4 is going to be 2, and that gives me my center line. I already have the other end marked, so I'm just going to simply use the yardstick now and draw the line between those 2 points. And that will give me the center line that I need to be able to put in this second one. So after aligning the 2 dots, I just simply draw the line. And I'm going to repeat this process for each and every drawer slide on this cabinet. Make sure this is up on the front edge. Then we'll slide this back until we expose the holes that we want. And I'll just slide this over and be able to align that right to the center. I find that as I get older, I'm looking for easier ways to be able to do the same processes that I've done for years. And quite frankly, for years now, I've always mounted the drawer slide with the cabinet sitting on the floor. And this by far is a much easier method to be able to do. Having it sitting on the workbench to be able to put the drawer slides in is much, much easier than trying to deal with it on the floor. Quite frankly, being able to get up and down off of the floor is getting to be a big challenge for me. So it's far easier to be able to work on the workbench whenever possible. And this has proven to be a very easy method. So if you've looked at some of my older videos, you'll see different methods being used to accomplish the same task. Well, this one is no different. Then we'll move over to the center. There's my opening. It's already aligned. Another thing that you'll notice, I have a little small yellow container that actually hold the screws. And this is another project that I've been working on in the shop, getting all of the different screws organized and having the convenience of being able to go to the drawer, pull out the screws that I need in a small container and bring it over to the workbench is a huge plus also. With all of the drawer slides installed in the cabinet, now the real fun begins. I want to take the actual drawers and put them into the opening. Now keep in mind, when you build the drawers themselves and you use the side mount type of drawer slides, typically you have to be able to subtract 1 inch from the opening of the cabinet to be able to have the finished size of your drawer. Now, of course, read the instructions on the drawer slides, but that's the case for the ones that I'm using today. So for an example, if this opening was 34 inches, the drawers themselves on the finished opening would be 33 inches. So just keep that in mind. Now with the drawers installed, all I need to do is decide how much of a gap that I want at the top and how much of a gap at the bottom. So I can actually slide this left and right until I'm happy with the gap. And at that point, that's going to give me the exact position that I want to be able to mount this drawer slide. So again, this is a very easy way to be able to mount the drawer slide without any special jigs or tools. And I think that is going to look real good. I had designed this drawer to be where there's a 1/2 inch gap here at the top. So I'm just going to take my ruler and establish my 1/2 inch gap at that point. The bottom gives me roughly about 1/4 inch gap, and that works out real well. From there, I can mark the actual center of that drawer slide, and that will give me the exact location. So with the ruler, I want to be able to measure half of that, and that gives me the center point right there. And I'll repeat this process also on the other 2 drawers that are in this cabinet. This center line will also be transferred to the other side of the drawer, and that way each of them will be lined up exactly the same point. And again, having it installed on the workbench like this means that there is no special jigs. It can literally just sit there and you can make these small adjustments that you need without having to deal with gravity dropping that drawer down. It works so much easier this way. Once all the measurements are done on all 3 drawers, I'll just simply take out the drawers, put them on the floor, and then I can finish installing the drawer slides at that point. So this is my line right here. And that's exactly 4 3/4. I'll transfer that down here to 4 3/4. This should be square. So there's my mark there, there's the mark there, and that is perfectly square. So that is where that drawer slide is going to be mounted. We'll flip this over. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Because there's no jigs required for this, we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to line it up on the center of the holes. We'll put in 3 screws, and that is going to take care of it. So that's flush against this front edge, and I'll put 1 right here. Hopefully you can see just how easy this is. So I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. The process is exactly the same. I'm going to put in this first screw, align the center line that I had drawn, put in the second screw at the opposite end, and then the third screw, no alignment necessary, that will be dead center on that line that I had drawn. And we'll attach the third screw in the center. And remember, 3 screws is all you need. Even though you have a lot of holes in the drawer slide, 3 is all you need. And that will take care of this one. Now it's time to flip it over, and we'll repeat the process on the other side of the drawer. Now, because you have the drawer slide on here, you don't want that sitting directly on the floor. You have the possibility of damaging that drawer slide. So I'm going to take 2 pieces of scrap wood, put that on the floor, and then I'll be able to put the drawer slide really right between those 2 pieces. So the weight of the drawer is resting on the scrap wood and not on the drawer slide. So the drawer slide is perfectly protected. And now I can add this drawer slide to this side of the drawer exactly the same way as I had done before. That front edge, again, is going to be flush, aligned with the center line that I have drawn onto the drawer itself, and then everything else is exactly the same. Now I have the cabinet sitting on the floor and I want to install the drawers for the first time. So that's just a simple matter of just sliding those drawers into those drawer rollers and we have a perfect fit. I love having the full extension drawer rollers. This makes it where you have total access to the drawer, and that is going to work out just perfect. The easiest way to be able to install this is just to pull those slides out 3 or 4 inches on each side. Then when you grab the drawer, you're going to take the first side and just slip it into the slot. That's going to hold it in place. Once that side is in place, and then you just go over to the other side of the drawer and slide it into the drawer slide as well. And then you can test to make sure that the drawer slides properly, and that is fantastic. That's what you want. So thanks a lot for watching this short video on how to install these full extension drawer slides. I think it's very important to be able to consider the different types of drawer slides and which one would work best for you. Personally, I like to be able to use the full extension drawer slides whenever possible because it gives you that full access to the drawer itself, and that's far better than a lot of the different types of drawer slides on the market today. In the next video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to build the faces for the drawers. Now again, in past videos, I've shown a number of ways to be able to do that. But in this video, I'm going to still give you an additional way to build the frames for these faces of the drawers themselves. And you're not going to want to miss that because as always, I like to show different ways to be able to do the same thing, and then you get to choose what works best for you in your shop. So until next time, guys, I look forward to seeing you real soon. So bye-bye, everyone.